Health and Human Services (HHS) Secretary Tom Price is expressing regret and says he'll pay back extra costs after he was widely criticized after news outlets uncovered his extensive use of private planes. Politico broke the news that he had reportedly taken at least 24 flights on private charter planes at taxpayers' expense since early May. The news outlet is now reporting that his travel tab for charter jets and government planes has exceeded $1 million. Everyone from Congress to President Donald Trump has been getting involved over the backlash. Price now says he'll write a personal check to reimburse taxpayers for the flights. "I regret the concerns this has raised regarding the use of taxpayer dollars," Price said in a statement. "I was not sensitive enough to my concern for the taxpayer." Here's the backstory. Who is Tom Price, and what does he do? A former GOP congressman from Georgia, Price was confirmed as HHS Secretary in February on a party line vote of 52-47. He's a retired orthopedic surgeon from the Atlanta area. As Health and Human Services Secretary, Price oversees the Affordable Care Act, also known as Obamacare, Medicare, and Medicaid programs and the National Institutes of Health. He has been an active proponent of efforts to repeal and replace Obamacare and is involved with the effort to fight the opioid crisis. What was he using the private plans for? Price and HHS both maintained that private planes were used for urgent matters or scheduling SNAFs, but Politico's reporting revealed a different story. Reporters there scoured records to find that Price was taking chartered flights between large cities with frequent, cheap travel options. An example was a trip from Washington to Nashville for an event at a medication distributor that Price took on June 6 for $17,760 when round-trip flights for $202 were available. HHS spokesperson Charmaine Yost originally said this of Politico's report. The secretary has taken commercial flights for official business after his confirmation. He has used charter aircraft for official business in order to accommodate his demanding schedule. The week of September 13 was one of those times, as the secretary was directing the recovery effort for Irma, which had just devastated Florida, while simultaneously directing the ongoing recovery for Hurricane Harvey. Some believe the HHS secretary should be Washington-focused. Dr. Price is focused on hearing from Americans across the country. However, Politico found that at least 17 of the chartered flights occurred before Hurricane Harvey. Why does it matter how he flies? The cost of the trips identified by Politico exceeded $300,000, money which comes out of the HHS budget at taxpayer expense. The HHS Inspector General's office began a review last week to determine if Price complied with federal travel regulations, which require officials to travel by the most expeditious means of transportation practicable. A review by the Associated Press found that other cabinet members like Education Secretary Betsy DeVos and Agriculture Secretary Sonny Perdue either do not take private flights or pay for them themselves if they do. Read that report here. The Treasury Department's Inspector General's office is currently investigating travel expenses from Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin. What was Trump doing about all this? The president was asked about Price's expense by reporters, and he said he was not happy. "I was looking into it, and I will look into it, and I will tell you personally I'm not happy about it," Trump said on Wednesday. "I am not happy about it. I'm going to look at it. I'm not happy about it, and I let him know it." Why was Congress involved? The House Oversight and Government Reform Committee on Wednesday requested detailed travel records from 24 federal departments and agencies since Trump's inauguration. The committee wanted details by October 10. A group of 5 Democrats in Congress were calling on Price to resign. That letter was signed by Representatives Ruben Gallego of Arizona, Ted Lieu of California, Jamie Raskin of Maryland, Pramila Jayapal of Washington and Brenda Lawrence of Michigan. What was Price doing before his announcement Thursday? Price said Saturday he would halt his use of private plans while the internal review at HSS continues. When Trump was asked on Wednesday whether he's planning on firing Price, He responded, "We'll see."